Very good. Okay, very good.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor presented by the Barstool News Network. It is Monday, October 26th, 2020. And boys, I was eating like shit last week and I continued to eat like shit throughout the weekend. I think I'll be gaining weight for the Fatathon this week. How are you fellas doing? We got Pat and Wes today.
I gotta see. I went hard in the exercise paint this weekend.
Oh, really? What'd you do?
I biked hard. I went on a jog. I ate a little bit like shit in that I drank on Saturday night. But I feel like I don't know. I'm not going to put up huge numbers. I'll be surprised when I step on the scale. I don't know.
I wish you the best. I worked out every day and I'm still up significantly. What about you, Wes?
I had a wedding Saturday, which always gets me, a good couple pounds lost. But they served me a giant cheeseburger as my vendor meal, which I wasn't expecting. So that pretty much erased that. I'm looking at like a break even if I go pretty hard up until weigh-in.
Yeah, that's what. I'm going to gain some weight. But maybe doing this charity 5K today should help. So there is a Barstool and Whoop, the fitness tracker. They're hosting a charity 5K today. It's virtual, so you can participate from anywhere. All the proceeds go to MD Anderson, which is cancer research. So Erica, Large's wife, Ann, Trista, hopefully Tyler. 5K is probably Tyler's like warm up anyway. So
now it's a joke for Tyler. I don't know. I'm confused, Will, not to interrupt you, but I can hear you, but I can't hear Wes, and this makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Can't hear me?
Now I can hear you. Woo! Now I can hear Wes. Okay. I couldn't hear
good.
Wes's whole first thing, so I know you probably talk shit about me, Wes, and I'll listen back. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
It was just nonstop shit talking.
What a technical glitch there. All right, yeah, but to get involved with this 5K that we're running today, me and some other you guys want to join the 5K today?
Yeah.
You guys going to run it with me today?
No, I'm not going to do it.
I'll do it with you.
Do it. Okay. Thank you, Pat. Go to barstoolsports.com. Look for the charity 5K. Donate something to MD Anderson on there. If you have a Whoop, there's a Barstool team that you can join on the app. And then we're basically just going to all run a 5K for fun. And then afterwards talk about it. That's it.
Can you explain to me what a Whoop is? I've
Whoop
been hearing about these things.
Yeah, we haven't had them. It's one of the sponsors of Barstool. We haven't had them on our show, but it's like a fitness tracker. And they have an app that goes along with it. So Whoop and Barstool hosting this charity 5K. Anyways.
It's like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
But it has different, cooler features.
Right. So
okay.
So if you want to do that today, if you want to sweat for a good cause, get in on the action. Other than that.
Also, what they used to say at the Arsenio Hall show, the crowd used to be like, whoop, 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 right?
Right.
Wasn't that what they did?
He had the, I remember he did the.
Whoop, man.
I
loved Arsenio.
Yeah, okay. Other than that, Leeds, we're a Leeds pod, so Leeds 3-0, just absolutely crushed Aston Villa on their own pitch. I don't know if that's the right terms, but that was
pitch,
good.
yes.
Anything else? Yeah.
It means pretty field.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it I got from the weekend. Let's get into some stories. I think we got 2 apiece. And I'll start it off with Amy Coney Barrett, Supreme Court Justice. As promised by the Senate Republicans, they are getting ACB confirmed to the Supreme Court prior to the election. And that final vote is happening tonight. So following the cloture vote over the weekend, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, Republican of Kentucky, proclaimed that by tomorrow night, we'll have a new member of the United States Supreme Court. A lot of what we've done over the last 4 years will be undone sooner or later by the next election, but they won't be able to do much about this for a long time to come. And bear in mind that Cocaine Mitch said all that and did all the hearings and everything with bruises. Old age bruising all over his hands. Yeah, you got to be careful. Lips, so
wherever he votes, good chance that one of his voting finger falls off when he sticks it into the approved column. Just because I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
It looked like a mummified hand,
Yeah.
a little bit in the pictures from over the weekend. Yeah,
It's something called like senile something is what I read about it. It's like just your skin gets old and then you bruise and it looks like shit.
you bruise like a banana.
I heard it was called asshole hands.
No, asshole hands.
Those hands have been close to too many assholes over the years. So
Yeah, his own.
the only Republicans
I better watch out for that.
The only Republicans voting against the cloture motion were Senators Susan Collins of Maine and Lisa Murkowski of Alaska. But Murkowski is going to vote to confirm ACB. So it will be 52 yes votes on the final confirmation, which is still at 84 cents on predicted as the time of this recording. Mike Pence should be there for the confirmation as well. Despite many of his staff contracting COVID, he's just not stopping for anything. It's pretty much official. Welcome to the Supreme Court, Amy Coney Barrett. And I would like to note something I've said before on the podcast, but be on the lookout for, there's a lot of strong female conservatives in the Republican Party. That's definitely a group on the rise. ACB is their current poster child. Nikki Haley, many others waiting in the wings. And a side note, again, Comfortably Smug will be if you are a minion of Comfortably Smug's, he'll be very happy with this ACB confirmation. You should push him to come on the podcast because I think we're close to getting him on. So
Yeah.
I mean, he's like a meme guy, powerful meme guy.
Which Comfortably Smug?
Yeah, would he go like with an obscured identity or something?
Well, I don't know. I guess no face, right? I don't know. He's definitely an anonymous account.
Show your face. That's what I say. Every time I hear Amy Coney Barrett, man, it makes me hungry for ice cream. I just can't help it. It's really becoming a problem for me. I think it's because the Coney part and then also Amy's ice cream here.
It strikes me more as a hot dog thing. Coney Island is what I think of.
Is that what you get hungry for hot dogs when you
Yeah.
hear the name? Either way, you're getting hungry.
I think of like a car auction.
Amy Coney Barrett. How do you mean?
Why is that?
Isn't it like the Barrett auto auction? Isn't that the big auto auction? Barrett.
Never heard of that. Barrett Autos.
Pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll
Well,
Google that later on our own.
Anyhow, seriously though, Minions push Smug. It would be good. I don't know if I'm not sure if he'll do face or not, but we'll see. Face would be epic though if we were the first face cast.
I'm seeing the Barrett Auto Center West is a used car dealer in Glenwood, Iowa.
What am I thinking of? Bubba, maybe you can help us out. It's like the Barrett.
There's
Big
Barrett
auto auction.
sells in North Augusta, South Carolina.
The Barrett, the classic.
There's the Barrett Automotive Group in Moore Park, California.
Barrett Jackson Auto Auction. There it is. Thank you, Bubba.
Okay.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah. All right.
Everybody knows that one.
Oh, if you like cars, you do it. All right, guys, let's move on. I don't know about you. I, for one, abide by the rule that if it's in the freezer, it's probably still good. The expiration date does not matter because you see the expiration is frozen in time, right? That's the way it works when you put stuff in the freezer.
I like that. I think
yeah.
I really like that, actually. I've never heard that, and I like it.
Yeah, just no matter what it is. But it's a bad rule to live by, apparently, and after this story, I'm going to be paying closer attention to those dates, even in the freezer, and that's because a whole family of 9 in China is dead after eating toxic noodles that had stayed in the freezer for too long, about a year, according to reports. That would have been well within my wheelhouse. The family was from the northeast province of Heilongjiang, and they ate some homemade corn noodles for breakfast on October 5th. And by October 11th, 8 of them were dead, which is a so they died of some toxin. I thought I'd paste
That had
it
to
in
be
here.
like a
Bong-
thawed
yeah.
out and then refroze situation, right?
Yeah, the toxin was, I guess, in the noodles, and then they froze it, and it was in there for too long. It's the bongkrecic acid found in noodles, which is a respiratory toxin, has a death rate of about 40 to 100%. If you ingest this shit or eat it. So yeah, 8 of them died.
What kind of range is that? 40
I don't
to
know.
100%?
It's a bad range.
You just got to average that out, right? Because, yes, if it's
Yeah.
killed someone, that's a really stupid range. It should be just 60% or whatever.
Right.
What was the
Whatever
range again?
40 to 100%.
That's a 60% range. That's a horrible. Usually it's like within 5%. Like, you know.
Yeah, no, there's 100% chance. There is a chance that you'll 100% die of this. What?
That's what
Okay.
they
I'm
put in
pretty
the
sure when
article.
it's that wide of a range, you're right, Pat. It's just 60% chance.
Well, it's
Okay,
high.
Yeah,
It's
that's
high.
high, yeah.
It's like
If the
getting
range
bit.
is 60, how could it be anything other than 60%?
Bro, you got a 40 to 100% chance of dying. No, I got it when I saw that there was any chance of dying. I realized that there's 100% chance of me dying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, these people got the 100. The USDA recommends tossing uncooked meats like steaks or chops after a year in the freezer and uncooked ground meat after 4 months. Frozen cooked meat should go after 3 months. I guess that's for people who freeze like spaghetti sauces or soup. But yeah, interesting stuff. And they say like you're supposed to keep it at 0 degrees. I don't know how cold.
The freezer wouldn't kill this thing? That's what I'm confused about. So the freezer doesn't kill this. This thing is just like in their noodles and then they froze
It was some kind of acid that was there. It wasn't like, I don't think it was like a bacteria that was in there. There was some kind of they call it bongkrecic acid, respiratory toxin. So yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, crazy shit. So
That
tough.
sucks, man. That
Does.
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, I've never heard of this thing before. I know, like, botulism, that can happen if you leave stuff in a can, which, by the way, don't do that. Like, people will open a can of beans or some shit and then just put the can with the top back on in the fridge. Don't do that. It creates botulism.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of this
Botulism?
yeah, which is essentially it's the stuff they use for to freeze your face.
But you could do that, but like
Botox?
you can open like a
Yeah,
can
bug
of,
tucks,
like a
yeah.
can of beans and leave it in the fridge, right?
I don't know, bro.
You'll get botulism for that?
I think that's botulism essential. Just be careful around
Crazy.
aluminum.
Will's
Yeah.
got a few cans of beans in his fridge right now.
Well, I
he's
mean,
thinking about
I'm
it.
not saying I usually don't like say you open like a refried beans for taco night. I'm not like automatically putting that into a plastic and then tossing the can.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Google it.
All right. Well, I haven't caught botulism yet, but I mean, now I'm
do you
aware.
even know? Do you
Now,
even know
well, I
about
could have. I guess I could have had it.
it? Yeah, you could be an asymptomatic carrier. So
Maybe that's why I'm so bloated today.
yeah, your face is getting tighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the same. Yeah. Anyway, okay, guys.
It's definitely not all the drinks and
no,
the quesadillas and stuff.
no. So, guys, police are searching for a man accused of robbing the Greenville Federal Savings and Loan in Tip City. And
What a name for a town.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the great part about it is how he did it, right? So we talked about on the show the other day that for the most part, people go in and rob banks with notes. And the reason being is it's not technically a deadly weapon. So you can have a note that says, like, I have a bomb, or there's a gun pointed on you and you'll still get the cash. Smart way to rob a bank, same result, but with less risk. This guy kind of turned things on their head quite a bit, and he rolled in with not just a note, but the threat of spraying the clerk with a bottle of COVID-19.
Yes.
Yeah. He had a little spray bottle.
I love the
filled with
COVID. The COVID-19 spray bottle has been often duplicated but rarely successful move in 2020. So this is I'm glad it happened in Tip City.
I thought it was amazing. Tip City, bro. And I hope they get some tips because police are still looking for this guy. They don't know where he is even.
Oh, no way. He got away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. According to police, the robber was described as a black man wearing all black, a mask, and an orange construction vest. And of course, he was handing or carrying his handy bottle of coronavirus spray.
What was the purpose of the construction vest, you think?
Right.
I think he was getting off work. I think he's an idiot. And it's just one more clue.
This is his last stop before going home.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, youtube.com/Art Factor News. You see the picture of the guy. He's the most like obvious. Like how is he not recognized? He's got like so many unique items, like clothing items on. And he's a huge human. So
How
like,
big is Tip City? Probably not very big.
Baby. Tip City. Well, okay, so I'll tell you this. There was a story of a bank robber, a famous bank robber, who would go into banks, and it was actually a woman, but she would wear a beard and put a 10-gallon hat on, a big-ass cowboy hat. And she was robbing banks in Texas, where it's totally acceptable and normal to see someone walking into the bank with a big-ass cowboy hat. And that obscured the cameras from catching her. So like for years, she was able to get away with this shit. Dude, today is really the perfect time to be robbing banks because it's
Because of
acceptable.
masks.
You can walk in with essentially every part of your body covered. I did it the other day. I went into a bank, full hat. I had my hat, my sunnies, and my mask on, and no one freaked out. They were like, "Hello, sir. Can you take a seat over there?"
It's just like, oh, I guess you're just ultra cautious.
Yep. Anyway, guys, the man he got away with an unknown amount of money and fled towards I-75 in Ohio. So.
No way. See, he got away with this with the COVID spray bottle. So I think this may have been the first successful COVID spray bottle operation we've talked about.
It's great.
Yeah.
You can't deny. Can't say it's not COVID in there.
Holy shit. Wow.
You know, when I went to vote with my mask on, and they didn't even ask me to take my mask off. I don't think that's a big deal, but they just looked in my eyes real deeply and was like, "Okay, it's you."
Did like what to confirm your ID?
Yeah.
Wes, is
That looks like you.
Is that you, Wes?
Yeah.
You know it's entrapment
no.
if you lie to me.
It's Wes. Did you
strange.
see his eyes? It's Wes.
It's
Beautiful
like that
hazel eyes.
the
Can't be
trick that
denied.
everybody thinks works on cops, but it doesn't.
What's that?
If you ask them if they're a cop, it's you're
right,
like,
yeah.
it's entrapment if you don't tell me.
The old wives' tale, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, how did we never hear about Tip City before? This is like a bunch of people
I don't
that
know.
live there.
What state was that again?
It's in Ohio. It's Miami County, Ohio. 10,000 people live
Tip City.
there. Who knew, man? It's fucking great. Tip City.
Great name. Great
Just the Tip City. Lots of jokes over there like that. So,
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on from Tip City. The last story I did was about a bright spot. We were talking about the rising females in the Republican Party. Here's a dark spot for everybody in politics. Another idiot who's been radicalized into trying to kidnap and kill a political candidate. This time, it was Joe Biden who they were going after. This guy, Alexander Hillel Treisman, who goes by the alias Alexander S. Tice, was arrested in late May after employees at a bank in Kannapolis, North Carolina, reported a suspicious white van in the parking lot, and he's been in jail without bond to face his hearing for child porn and terrorism because of his
Ooh.
active plot to capture and execute Joe Biden.
quite a combo. Child
yeah.
porn and terrorism.
Oh,
Quite
yeah.
a combo. Usually at odds with each other. Because, when you have a religious extremist, usually
I don't even know if it's religious. This guy, I'm not sure what I tried to look up like affiliations or whatever. I couldn't really find anything in the time before the show. But yeah,
it's
a
just
loon
not-
for sure.
It's just not something you see every day.
Yeah.
There's bullet terrorists that child pornographer. It's rare. That's all I'm saying. It's rare.
Oh yeah, he's a rare guy. Let's get
Not
into
that you'd want his trading card. You wouldn't. But if you came across it, you could probably still. It would be rare in the deck.
Yeah, he's unique. Let's get into what he had. Quote, through the windows, KPD officers observed an AR-15 style rifle, a box for a Taurus 380 handgun, a canister of the explosive material tannerite, and a box of 5.56 caliber ammunition, I think, for the AR-15. A federal judge wrote in the court order last month, referencing testimony from an FBI agent who investigated the case as part of the Joint Terrorism Task Force. So Treisman was originally from Washington and allegedly did the following things besides having that van full of, dangerous shit that proved that he had a plot to take out Sleepy Joe. He posted an iFunny meme on social media on April 15th.
Call him Sleepy Joe.
Oh, well, Joe Biden.
Someone talking about him getting kidnapped.
Well, whatever. I mean, like, what? Is it off limits?
Call him Joe when you're talking about some guy planning to kidnap him. Okay.
Joe Biden. So he posted an iFunny meme on social media on April 15th, caption, "Should I kill Joe Biden?" ? Red flag. Then he had internet searches between March and May 2020 seeking information about Joe Biden's home address, state gun laws in Delaware, rifle parts, and night vision goggles. And then he purchased an AR-15 in New Hampshire and traveled to a Wendy's within 4 miles of Joe Biden's home. And then finally, the real coup de grace. Police also found a checklist note, handwritten, I'm sure, ending with the word execute.
Man.
Yeah, had all that shit on him.
That was the last one, huh?
The van or his house, a combination of the two.
He'd already
Joe
gone
would
to
have
Wendy's.
never seen him coming.
Otherwise, Wendy's would have been the last one. Execute, then Wendy's. Was this a semi-automatic style?
Yeah,
raffle?
AR-15. Yeah, yes.
That's the stupidest thing ever. When people people try to make the gun seem worse by calling it a semi-automatic style. Every gun's a fucking semi-automatic style, except for like a revolver, right? But,
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. They're just talking about I guess people,
Or a
particularly, they want to point out assault rifles. So the kid also had $509,000 in cash, believed to be his inheritance. So $500,000 in cash. Books about survival, bomb making, and improvised weapons, and also Islam. So I guess maybe he was brushing up on the Quran. He had drawings of swastikas and planes crashing into buildings, and then 5 more guns outside of the van where they found him. So Treisman also had several driver's licenses, 3 states at least, and officers found child pornography on 8 electronic devices in his possession, along with pictures and posts related to his plans for Biden.
let's go through that real quick. So you got your cell phone, 1, your laptop, 2, assumedly your iPad, 3.
Tablet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we got to make up
5
devices. 5 more devices.
They're probably hard drives. Just they
Yeah,
probably call those.
yeah. He probably just had hard
Or he
drive
holds onto
stuff
his
full of
old
child porn.
phones, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
An
this
old
guy's
phone
a
guy.
fucking mess. So crazy. So nice job by the cops getting him. But really, I think that politicians should wake up and smell the coffee with people being so radicalized. There's this guy, there's a guy shot Steve Scalise. So it's just there's all kinds of people just being radicalized in the name of the 2-party system. Obviously not a good thing.
But I think this guy's a nut job crazy. This is like the guy that shot Reagan, right?
Yeah.
Well,
This
sure.
guy's crazy.
It's just, and I don't think there's anything you could do to stop it. It's always happened, but still, it's just the more that people can, sort of condemn this kind of extreme behavior, the better.
Agreed.
So.
There is a weird. What was strange is the plot to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. Those guys weren't crazy like the guy that shot fucking Reagan or this guy. Those guys were crazy, but not crazy like this. That's.
No. I mean,
what's
if you're
scary.
planning to kidnap any politician, you're fucking out of your mind.
Oh,
I know what Pat means though. This guy's seeing shit in the mirror, crazy. Those
right.
guys are.
You think this guy's more off his meds than those fellas?
Yes. Yeah.
This guy's still got his iPhone 3 with child porn on it.
Oh, he's got his $500,000 in cash too.
Yeah. Also, dude, what a bummer that some anyone didn't meet this guy before he did this shit and take the cash off his hands.
No shit. You think this would have happened after when he was down to a couple grand? He
got 500. Come on, what are you
Jesus.
doing, man?
Yeah.
Go to
Yeah, he was
Vegas, you fucking idiot.
He was at the beginning of his run for real. Yeah. So
Get a new van. He was in an old van. He's
Well,
never
get any hobby other than kidnapping and killing people. Anything else.
That's a tall order for him.
Anything else would have worked. And anyways, I just think that, definitely condemning this kind of stuff. Who knows what can make everybody chill out. They could condemn it, or maybe they could just start mixing Caliper CBD into the water supply of the entire country. Why?
Whoa!
Why would they
What a
do that?
segue!
I mean, because Caliper CBD is the best fucking CBD product on planet Earth. It's not even close. Chills you out instantaneously. You know Caliper by now. They're one of our favorite sponsors here at Hard Factor. Individual serving size CBD packets, perfect for on the go, anytime at home. The best fucking product, CBD product you can get. Just pop it in your favorite food or drink. Instantly chills it out no matter what it is. Literally kicks in right away. Absorbs 450% more efficiently than tinctures, which is just, tinctures are a thing of the past with Caliper CBD powder. Just the best THC-free CBD product out there on the market, period. I had 0 complaints about Caliper the entire time, and we've been having them as a sponsor for quite a while now.
Oh, yeah.
And they have the same great deal for the Hardo Hive again. Get 20% off your first order, or maybe any order. I don't know. Try it out. 20% off your first order when you use promo code FACTOR at trycaliper.com/factor. You can try Caliper CBD risk-free for 30 days. If you don't love it, they'll give you a full refund. That's trycaliper.com/factor. Don't forget promo code FACTOR for 20% off your first order. Hammer that promo code FACTOR at trycaliper.com/factor.
Nice. All right. Got some fantastic news in the fight against the murder hornet. The giant Asian hornet, which is, of course, spotted in the U.S. soil for the first time in Washington State back in late 2009. Just going to roll the clip on
19, right?
this one. Huh?
Late 2019, right?
2019, what did I say?
Whew, 2009. Whoa.
2019, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'd be dead if it was.
We'd be dead. We'd all be dead. I wouldn't be here anymore, that's for sure. I'm just going to roll the clip on this one. Here's from the news.
Good news today from Washington State. It came in a statement of 2 words, got 'em. Today, federal agriculture authorities destroyed a murder hornet nest, releasing these images showing dozens of the invasive insects trapped inside that long, clear tube. The nest of Asian giant hornets, an invasive species, was the first ever found in the United States. The 2-inch insects are called murder hornets because they're predators of valuable honeybees. They were tracked with a tiny transmitter attached with dental floss.
Pretty cool, huh?
Bitch hornets didn't even know they were getting tracked.
Yeah, that's
Tag
pretty
a
awesome.
GPS tracker on him.
He brought one dumbass hornet brought the heat right back to the pad.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Love that.
But yeah, so it was they found it in Blaine, Washington, where a bunch of honeybee colonies showed up, like, just massacred. So they got them.
no.
And there's another picture, if Bubba has it, of the look at this suit. These suit
The
pictures.
suits are awesome that these
Yeah.
guys are wearing.
Yeah, the
these
suits are pretty good.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's like
The suits
Anderson
are
Cooper
good.
going to a Trump rally. Look at this.
Full riot gear. Yeah, I don't know, but murder hornets, though, overall seem to be kind of bitches to me. The suits are cool. How they did this is cool. But look, when they had them in the bug terrarium versus the praying mantis just crushed the murder hornet. And now their first official nest in the wild gets destroyed by a shop vac. So it's like that's not a good track record for the murder hornet.
Not just
Yeah.
the shop vac, Will. There was
What?
some serious tech that went into tracking those fuckers down.
Well,
Right.
true.
It's pretty
Okay,
cool.
the GPS, the fact that it required a GPS tracker gives them a little bit of credit.
Well, they also had this-
also you can't put anything against the praying mantis. Like nothing. Like a praying mantis is the
It's
most
the apex.
efficient killer.
It's the alpha
predator.
of all bugs. Yeah.
They killed
And there's
birds.
like 10 of them. Yeah, exactly.
Well, they also had they saran wrapped the tree once they sucked most of them out, and then they pumped carbon dioxide in the nest to make sure they got them
so
all.
it was a good, pretty labor intensive process.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and they're a big. They're not like they're a big deal because they will decimate honeybees, which is terrible for farmers.
You're telling me don't sleep on the murder hornets. I'm
I'm
taking
not
them.
sleeping.
I'm taking them for
man.
granted. I'm thinking they're too
don't take
soft.
don't take them for granted. They'll,
Okay.
they'll
Pumping
fuck some shit
carbon
up.
dioxide into a tree is like, remember the first time you ever get hooked up to oxygen, like an oxygen mask on, and you're like, oh, it's like
You
I'm
mean
getting high
nitrous?
off the oxygen. No, just actual oxygen.
Oh.
If you suck oxygen down, you get like a little bit of a high from it. That's essentially the equivalent of what they were doing, is pumping carbon dioxide into this tree. Like really.
Yeah, no, they didn't take any chances with these motherfuckers.
You get high on it though, like just for an instant before they pass.
It's
out and
really
die.
enjoyable if you're just breathing oxygen. Not if you have COPD or whatever, but if you're like a normal breather, oh, it's great, bro.
I've never done the oxygen. I want to try the like an.
You should
oxygen
do
bar.
it. They got whole bars. Oxygen.
Should we open an
bars.
oxygen bar? The hard factor oxygen bar.
Yeah, I think we might need it. Just
I
generally.
think it's a good idea. Yeah, I definitely need it. Anyway, that's
insulin shots and oxygen.
That story was brought to you by Predictit, predictit.org/promo/hardfactor20. Get your free $20 on us, and what a fucking time to be alive and gambling on politics. Holy shit, less than 10 days until the election. You guys get your vote on yet? Are you,
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm going day of on purpose. I'm going on purpose.
You just want to see where are you going to go? Where are you
Austin
gonna go?
Community College. That's where I go.
You're gonna go. Okay, so you're going local in. Okay,
Yeah, I go to.
you're not going to be up in New York. You're not going to have to mail it in.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about
Ooh.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. God damn it,
Dude,
Yeah.
Texas is
I'm gonna have to go vote tomorrow.
I
Damn
feel
it.
like Texas, you should always vote early because it's so easy to vote early. I feel like in Texas,
Yeah,
or
I
it's
gotta-
like easier than going in the day of. Personally, I think.
Chinatown up north, Pat, in the Chinatown Center. Walked right in the morning. No
by
way.
the MT Mart.
No, MT Mart. Yeah, the main one
no
on Lamar.
muss. You,
Going
you
there in
go
that
day
Mart,
of.
it's always empty.
You go day of, and you end up in the line. The only time I've ever had a line in Travis County was when I went day of.
Yeah, When I went in there, someone actually knocked over one of the voting stations, like off the table. It scared the shit out of me. I guess they pushed on it too hard, and the whole thing just went slamming to the ground. It was like this big fiasco. Anyway,
I voted by mail, and because it's 100% mail here, so it's just all mail.
yeah, you got to, yeah.
I mean,
anyway,
you can still go in person, but it's why not? Why go when they give you over the mail?
Yeah. Anyway, I have to admit I got scared out of Georgia. I doubled down on Texas, so I have the yes on Republicans and no on Democrats. Still looking for a place to replace my Georgia money. Was in Florida for a second, then got scared out of that too. The polls are fucking with me. I'm second guessing myself.
So you just have been putting all your money in and then immediately taking it back out.
Yes. That's exact. I've lost like maybe $10 here and there.
Okay.
But I've been getting really scared of the polls. But at Texas,
hopping in and hopping out.
I'm hopping in and hopping out. Yeah. I had some in Pennsylvania. I've been in like 4 states over the weekend. Yeah, I'm very easy to spook with the polls. Anyway, predicted.org/promo/hardfactor20. Election night is literally going to be like round 1 of March Madness in Vegas. If you know which way the states are going to go, a lot of markets closing. It's going to be fucking electric. So
get in there. I mean, just get in there. There's lots of good hedge opportunities on things where people are way maxed out, expecting too extreme of results, probably either way in a lot of situations. So, just look for you might have a way that you're betting overall, and then also just toss some hedges on there because just in case your states or whatever your picks on individual states might not play out. So.
There's a lot of sure things at like 80 cents out there right now that are pretty much locks.
Even some like I went for the no on 10.5% or more popular vote margin because it's like nearly impossible essentially. And that one was like at 75. That I should have gone all in on that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can find good locks around like the 70-ish range. Yeah.
Yep. Free money. All right, guys, with the election coming up, it's important we pay attention to who our news sources are. And be skeptical. Please do. Because our boy Patrick Howley at the very prestigious nationalfile.com is spreading what seems to be a lie about Democratic Senate candidate Mark Kelly. Essentially, I guess Mark Kelly went to some sort of merchant marine academy in the 1980s, and the National File has accounted or uncovered an exclusive photograph from the yearbook where Kelly is dressed up like Adolf Hitler for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's an ornate Hitler costume. So he's an astronaut, so I was a little worried about this.
Right. The picture is terrible. What it is it's a photograph of some guy dressed as Hitler with in the same photo as a girl dressed as like a Crayola crayon. It's that kind of vibes. Whoever went Hitler here was a real idiot.
And it was like it was the real deal like costume. Somebody had access to a nice Nazi uniform there.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's grandfather. But guys, multiple people that went to school with Mark Kelly are saying, what the fuck are you talking about? One person says, I attended the Merchant Marine Academy with Mark. I attended this event. This is not Mark in any of these photos. That was Jennifer Boyd.
Just a random guy dressed as Hitler.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's from the same event. And then followed up with Ed McDonald said, I attended this event as well, and this photo is not. I'm sorry. This is not Mark. This is a group from Second Company. Mark was not in Second Company, and this is not him in the photos. Kelly's roommate Mark Baden also denied the veracity of National File's assertions. And then, so essentially there's like 40 people being like, this isn't Mark. What are you saying?
So everybody that went to school with them was like, that's just a picture of somebody. Do they know who it is? Do they find out?
I don't know. I don't know if they know who it is. I think it seems.
I guess the governor of Virginia.
How to be that? Yeah, it probably is Northam.
Ralph Northam.
To be that guy right now, you're sweating bullets.
100. Because this guy over here, his buddy's been like, no, that's Second Company. Mark wasn't in Second Company.
It's a matter of time till they find out your identity and that you're the Hitler guy.
So it could be a fake, like a total fake, like, the photos from some other place. It could be that the yearbook company just, the yearbook person just mislabeled Marcus Hitler, which is a bummer.
Some guy's about to lose his accounting job.
Yeah, he's in fucking trouble, dude. He's in trouble. But yeah, pay attention to the news these days, guys. I guarantee you that link has been shared by, probably 10, 15,000 Russian trolls and idiots who have no media literacy, who are Republicans and think that Democrats are the devil. So anyone in any party is not the devil, guys. They're your neighbor.
Politics are not religion, despite
your neighbor.
people's attempts to make them that way. Church and state are separate.
Look out for your neighbor. And that's going to do it for Hard Factor, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. By the way, youtube.com/Hard Factor, check out this white hat. We did a Hard Factor demo in white. I think it's pretty sick.
I like the white one especially, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys like it, let us know. We'll put it up for sale on the Barstool Sports store. Just follow Hard Factor Pat at Hard Factor Mark is not with us today, but he'll be back with us tomorrow. Give them a follow as well at Hard Factor News and Barstool News Network. What else? What other big notes for the week? It's Monday.
Well, I mean, we obviously have this week is the quote unquote calm before the storm, and then we have the election next Tuesday. So it's going to be sort of a wait and see what's going on this week in terms of how the polls are acting, and then it's going to be an all out fucking assault on like a live stream, I guess, the day of the election. So
right, and we already know that from our boy Brian Bashir that came on. NBC's planning for 48 hours of straight content. So
right.
I guess that means we should get our Red Bulls and our
It's
coffees.
going to be 2000 style. A lot of people are thinking that it may end up being like Bush Gore 2000 style, where it's going to be like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's no hanging chads anywhere.
Hopefully not. But yeah, guys, if you feel like doing a little bit of digging, go and find out who that Nazi was in the 1986 yearbook of the Merchant Marine Academy.
Nah, don't. Just save the guy his job. He doesn't need to be fired.
He's got a family.
He's got a family.
Hilarious. Just looking at the other people, what they were like. There's like a Weekend at Bernie's guy. He was really inappropriately dressed. And have a great fucking day, guys.